guy go off.
Can y'all hear us now? Okay. Nicole says yes again. Although she was... Brad says thank God.
Thank God that you can hear.
Yeah, yay!
So no, what I was saying, I'm gonna come on camera and say this. There's this tune. So weird for us. We'll talk about for this is for Justin, who's just like me. I think if there's this tune. It's this graveyard, this famous journalist who commissioned a bigger bulge for himself.
He didn't do it. They
just put a big bulge on him, and then women just decided they were going to come and rub it. And it's actually like discolored the tomb. Like it's rubbed.
Because it's bronze, and so they keep rubbing on it.
It rubbed the bronze on it. Well, anyway, the city was like, okay, we're going to barricade this off so they stop ruining this man's tomb.
Exactly, Brad.
And then people rioted. They're like, you can't do that to people. You're not allowed to keep people from rubbing on this man's dick.
Exactly.
This dead man's
all
bronze
bulges
dick.
matter. But yeah, basically, like what happened was like he was a journalist in the 1800s, or hitting up the French Revolution. Then after that,
that's my only story. Also, yes, these you are very mean, but I think that's why we're friends because I'm mean too.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
And then she's gone. So yeah, basically in Père Lachaise cemetery, there's it's literally like a tomb site, and it's a all bronze sculpture of this guy named Victor Noir, that when they commissioned, it was after he died, like they commissioned it, and he's got a bigger, thank you, Nicole. Oh my God.
There it is.
They commissioned, and his bulge is bigger than it was normally. And so women have been coming for years, since the 1800s, to this place, and they've been rubbing on it with their hands and body parts because it's supposed to be a sign of fertility. But they also do it on his lips too. So his lips and his bulge are both like rubbed off. So the rest of him is like a darkish color, and the rest of him is bronze, and the rest of it, and his lips and his bulge are both like blackish because they just like rub it off. And so it was like in the 70s, I think, here, or the French government decided to put like a barricade up so that
like
no one...
Like they do with Jim Morrison.
Like they did with Jim Morrison, although this was like an actual fence.
Yeah.
And apparently there was riots, like people were like up in arms that they did this, to the point that the French government had to take down the fence to allow people to touch the bulge again. And so we went there today, and there was two Japanese tourists that were like, oh, why is this person famous? And I had to explain to them, oh, it's because of his bulge and his lips are supposed to be signs of fertility.
And they laughed about it, and then like when we left, the mother rubbed on the bulge.
They're like, oh, ha, 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 ha. And then all of a sudden, like they...
Like one of them was like, I think I'm just going to touch the lips. And then we walked away, and then like the older one was just like, what's that? And we were just laughing. We were just like, oh my God.
It was a good laugh.
Right, Japanese people be all about that.
I saw it, yeah. But yeah, so it was a good day. And then good beer here. I really enjoy the beer. If you ever come to France or to Paris, I would definitely suggest trying it out. This last one is the...
Oh, these want some French talk.
Some French talk? What do you want?
Like maybe just he want you just to read this menu? Read the menu?
Alors, ils ont la bière à 25 centilitres à 3,5 €, découverte which is the flight 4 pour 2,5 centilitres à 8 euros. Il y a soda Artino, Square Roots.
Et toilette, Johnny. Wani.
So,
Johnny Wani Bravo.
Johnny Wani Bravo. You asked for le WC or le toilette. One of the. Yes, exactly. The toilette, yes.
The toilet. The toilet?
The toilet?
So not the shitter.
No, you wouldn't really call for the shitter. I mean, they would understand you. Because a lot of people, I mean, as soon as they hear Goldie speaking English, they immediately go to English here. They're like, oh, yes, you want a menu? And you're like, okay, yes.
I'm like, I don't ask for it. I've stayed pretty quiet.
Yeah, but they still hear you. Like, if you say one word in English, then they're like, all right, they English speakers. Like, even though I'm speaking to them all in French, they're just like, oh, English. Oh, speaking of chicken fingers, so there's a KFC here with, what is the meal that's, it's like,
God.
It's like 2 or 3.
I keep seeing the ads in every freaking Subway. It's like, it looks like a Big Mac, but
Yeah, it's a
with
Big
chicken.
Mac with like fried chicken patties, and then bacon, and then, what is it? It's cheese and mayonnaise.
It looks disgusting.
Or Quick here has, it's almost like a foot long, like a
I
sandwich.
took a picture of this. It's called Le Barbecue.
Yeah,
no,
Le Barbecue.
No, what? Hold on. Let me
Or Quick
see.
Barbecue.
No, hold on. No, it was.
Goldie's pulling it up right now. Yeah, they
You can
did.
show the picture.
Although Quick it's a very French, like McDonald's.
Yeah, the long barbecue.
It's too bright. There we go. Long barbecue. So it's 3 pieces of barbecue on a like.
It's not even that. It's like hamburger buns.
Yeah.
It's 3 hamburger buns on
It's
a.
3 pieces of steak actually. That's 3 steaks. So you have.
That's their hamburger.
Yeah, it's 3 hamburger buns, and then
I just don't know why they call it the long barbecue.
long barbecue, le plaisir en version longue. So it's like a foot long thing. Yeah, Goldie got a little wine drunk last night, but not too bad. Yeah.
Neo's like, I'd eat it. Yuck.
Yeah, you probably would. I don't blame you though. I don't think it's even for them. I think it's just like one of those things. It's like if McDonald's in America had the Royale with cheese, people would go like, oh, it's fancy McDonald's. So I do want to bring Goldie to McDonald's here just to show her the different burgers that you can get here, because they are a little different. They have different things. See, yeah, Japanese McDonald's had a shrimp burger. Here, I don't know what they have. I haven't been yet.
American Baptist hates the banner fuck crazy.
In Germany, you can get beer. In Belgium, too.
They have horse burgers?
I don't think they have horse burgers. Nobody eats horses anymore except...
Oh, Justin, this is something you'll appreciate. So we go to the Tomb de Napoleon today, and so it's connected to what, the Church of St. Lucas?
Something like that.
Yeah, anyway. So we see the church from the tomb itself, and we're like, how do we even get in there? You know, because it looked cool, and I saw there was an organ player, but so we're walking around to the other side of the building trying to find this damn dead horse. Okay.
Because the whole time we saw the Tomb of Napoleon, and I asked like 2 different people,
Like,
how
where
do you
the fuck is
how do you
this
find
fucking
it?
horse?
And they're like, oh yeah, it's down the hallway down there.
Okay.
His name was.
And so all of a sudden we're just like, okay, let's go in here. We open the door and like literal phantom music.
Yes.
bursts into us, like slams us in the face, coming out of this church. Like not the
It wasn't
music
actual
from
Phantom,
Phantom, but it was like, it was very just...
It was church organ music, so...
Like, blaring in your face in this church, and like all these people are trying to like light candles for people, and like this guy's just rock starring it up there on this fucking organ, like going crazy, and people are like trying to pray in there, like it's just like fucking... I was like,
they do.
What is going on? But then after that song, he calmed down and went like light, like church, like hymnal sounds, and I'm like,
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, but I was just like, when we walked in, it was just like, whoa,
Get saved, motherfucker.
Yeah, Catholic core. Yeah, that's what it. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is awesome.
So we get about halfway
I'd
through.
go to church if it sounded like this.
So we get about halfway through this church, and Goldie like turns to me and she's like, "Well, I haven't burned up yet."
No, I said I feel very sacrilegious being here because all I'm doing is like taking pictures and videos and shit, and people are like, people are like praying, and I'm just sitting there just taking pictures. I'm like,
well, no, there was other people taking pictures too. I mean,
Brad's like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. You're Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. We're from, obviously in Paris. We're at Brasserie Le Goutte d'Or. It's backwards right here, but it's a...
No, it's not.
It's not? It looks backwards to me, so...
No.
Okay, cool.
It's fine. You're streaming and...
Okay, well, let's flip it to the English side. It's a craft brewery in France. When I read it up earlier, it was the first craft brewery in Paris. So I wanted to check it out. I know. The area around here is a little sketchy, as you would expect a brewery to be. I mean, it's kind of like...
Well, it's not because this isn't the brewery section. It's because all the whorehouses and shit are like literally one street over.
Yeah, like we're like 2 stops on the metro away from Moulin Rouge. So it's in the...
Which is very underwhelming, I might add.
It is, but... It's time to gentrify. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, okay, what's shady about it? As you're walking down the street, it's 8 o'clock sharp. All the businesses are shutting all their shutters, but they're like putting up like 3 sets of bars and a garage door thing.
Well, to be fair, they do that everywhere.
I know, and they're all graffitied. And then the streets are just lined with not even women, they're just all dudes. Like literally like hundreds of just dudes just lining the streets, just standing there hollering at each other.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? Why are all these people just come? It's kind of like when you go to the nightclubs and you go to the dance floor and like there's people dancing, and then you have all the weird creepy men that just stand to the side of the dance floor and just watch people as they dance. That's what it was very attuned to, the situation.
Actually, wanting you to appreciate it, right by our hotel there's a supermarket that is nothing but organic food. Like that's the only thing they sell. Is if it's not organic, it's not in there.
Once every get all the whores out of here.
But we're not in this region. We had to take, I think it was like 7 metro stops to get here. But maybe if we go to the brewery tomorrow, maybe if we do it during the day, like midday. What do you think, Goldie?
What?
If we go to the other brewery, maybe we should do it midday.
Although that takes the bus. Well, maybe we'll just bus on Monday.
Well, I'm just saying it's right by that thrift shop I was showing you.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
What did you do with this candle?
It's burning. It's done. Look at it. There's nothing left in it. There's nothing like that.
I'm sure you could want to. Like they're fine with it. Like there was a guy at the cafe, like when we ate lunch today, that was just muttering in English to himself. Like he kept looking at his phone. And he's like, "Fuck, damn it!"
And he kept like making comments and saying shit.
But we
And
weren't
I'm
really
like-
sure if it was to us or if
But
it was just
like-
like to himself.
But like, yeah, he left and Tucker's like, what he was saying? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, because Goldie was sitting like basically we were sharing a table, and then like the owner of the cafe came over and was like, "No, y'all get 2 tables," because he was trying to fit like a group of 4 at another table. So he's like, "Here, y'all go. Y'all can spread out a little." I was like, "Okay, cool."
That is one of the things here. The tables are ridiculously small for the size of the platters that they give to you. Like, because they don't give you just a plate. Like, they give you, like, a freaking giant tray. And you're just like, like, where am I going to put all this stuff? So literally the tables are just things piled on top of things.
Yeah, you really can't man spread around here.
Like, and it's not even man spreading. It's just like the plate is as big as the table.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going to have a small table but then a giant plate?
Well, because it's a cafe, so a lot of times it's just going to be like people sharing drinks or whatever. I mean, let me show you the table we're sitting at right now.
Well, yeah, this is the bigger table. Like, this is a big table.
And right behind there are kegs that you can see. I'm putting it away. Calm down.
Don't show my face.
She's the Phantom of the Opera. No,
It's
this
a
is.
two-person table in the U.S.
I mean, this is easily a 4-person table, but you could definitely like fit more here. Yeah, exactly. Goldie knocks everything to the floor as usual. But
She's just like, good Lord, Melissa.
a lot of times when they serve you, like when you just ask for like free water, they serve it still fancy wise. It's in this. That way you can enjoy your water, and you don't have to pay for it because water here is still good.
I do want to, tomorrow's Sunday, so I do want to see if we can go to Notre Dame when the bells ring.
Yeah,
Not into Notre Dame.
I know. It's in a taller bottle than Grolsch, and it's also not green either. But yeah, it's in a flip top glass bottle. In fact, I saw they actually had Fisher at one of the grocery stores by us. I might actually buy some and hopefully bring it back. It's in a flip top bottle too.
Are you going to live stream from the hotel? Like, just drink more beer?
Jesus.
Just lay in bed and drink beer on stream?
Maybe.
Maybe they want that.
Maybe. Do y'all want me to live stream from the hotel room with just drinking beers that I can get at the local grocery store? That's 2, so that's all I need. An audience of 2. Rad will watch me do anything.
Sounds like a plan. There you go.
And Wonders Never Cease says, but I'd be doing the same thing. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll live stream from the hotel room, drinking beer. I can't do Texas beer. Oh, you're saying Texas beer.
Yeah, we'll go to the grocery store. We won't even go to a restaurant. We'll just go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Just have it. I'm full. I had this. I'm full on goat cheese.
Yeah. I might be if you really need me to. Yay, Goldilocks and the Bear is hosting me again. Alright, I will do it naked under the covers thing. All Lone Star stream? Ooh, no. Lone Star Light and then Lone Star Regular. Pale Jewish skin.
No, I mean,
Got a little bit of an olivish complexity. It's not as pale as Goldie.
like, we can reach out for comparison.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, put your arm up. Buddy.
Oh, well, we were just throwing off in my face. Goldie is white. Yeah, exactly, right there. No one's as pale as Goldie. See? Goldie makes Drunk Chew look positively Israeli.
Wait.
Here, have some mass-produced American blood. So, the only American beer I've actually been able to find in the grocery stores here, oddly enough, is Brooklyn Lager. Everything else around here has been either Belgian or French beer. Not even German. But they all sell them in singles. I haven't seen them in like 6-packs or anything. Yeah. Brooklyn Lager.
From Brooklyn Brewery?
Yeah. Where we went to It's the only American beer you can find around here. I haven't seen any Budweiser. Haven't found...
Because Budweiser's America's beer.
It's
not
America's
France's beer, okay?
Although in Belgium, like I used to see Budweiser all over the place, and that was before like it was Belgian owned. Which, by the way, again, Budweiser is Belgian owned, so it's not even American beer. Well, it is. It's still brewed in St. Louis, but Belgian owned.
Shopping. Getting like, here it goes, okay.
Nancy. So I was just handed this to show you all off again. This is the brewery we're at right now. It's Goutte D'Or. Right here it says 18e arrondissement, the 18th section of Paris.
Oh, you want to try the saison?
See? And we're also trying a... Cool, I saw this on their website. It's Petit Pigalle.
What is that?
It's a bière de table, a table beer. But if you've ever been to, what's the brewery outside of Austin, the famous one?
Jester King?
Yes, Jester King, thank you.
Okay.
Jester King has, he's not, if he lets me put him on stream, I would.
Oh my god, Doug, that's so off. That would be so off.
Just
I
a second.
can't believe
Yeah.
beer is so bad.
Yeah. Well, I'll pay for it. I don't care. But it's 4.3 alcohol. It's never off.
Never off.
So very clear looking, as you can see. It is definitely a table beer, so made to be for a little bit of everything. Kind of has like a slightly malt, hoppy smell. Just very easy drinking. Yeah, very easy drinking. I mean, it's very, very light. I mean, something you could definitely like. It does look like a little bit like white wine. I mean, very clear.
I like the bottle.
Yeah. And let me show it again. The lady in the front. Frothy white wine. Let me see if I can do this. Bière de table brasserie en hommage au cabaret populaire qui reprend nos imaginaires Pigalle. devient réalité. So it's just saying like it's celebrating the cabarets that used to be around here and still are. You have Crazy Horse around here. You have Crazy Two Horse One, not the one in Vegas. That's basically a strip club. Here it's actually a cabaret. You have Moulin Rouge, the famous one here. So it's a beer in celebration of that. So yeah, did you want to taste it?
Now, Nicole, you're gonna make Neo cry. Stop. Oh, 16? We've got a badass in here.
Well, to be fair,
Alert the authorities. We have a badass.
To be fair, I've been drinking since I was 3, so, but not as a regular thing. It was like my parents were like,
touch it. Or no, did you never have that in high school where you're like, cool point?
I got a cool point, guys.
Ooh, cool
Guys,
point.
I got a cool point. I'm at 1 now.
It's meant to be very sarcastic. Like,
Doesn't matter, it counts. Goldie bestowed me a cool point, therefore that's 1.
but then it's also me bestowing it, so it might be -4.
No, you're a huge stream, therefore anything you do is a cool point. But again, to be fair, when I was drinking, it was because my parents were like, here, taste this. And you're like,
Well, joke's on y'all. I was joking when I was 1. I was drinking before I was even born. I was drinking in the womb.
that does explain why you're kind of simplistic.
I have fetal alcohol syndrome, man. Okay, that was a weird joke.
You like trains, don't you?
That would. I'm a trains and those. Yeah, I went a little dark. I should probably. Yeah. Well.
I was drinking as an egg in a sperm dish.
TMI Goldu-chan. No, please.
No, I really like this one actually. Like all the beers here were really delicious. Like there was not one I was like, yeah, it's okay. No, they were all really good. And I'm kind of okay on reds. And that one was really good too.
I didn't even finish that one. Yeah, I finished it.
Just like a sip.
So now you can finish this.
Yeah, so by the way, this was the stout done with ginger.
Kelly, we bailed on Belgium.
Yeah, Kelly, I kind of made it audible this morning. It was about 8 o'clock this morning. I was like, let's not go to Belgium, even though I bought train tickets to go there. I was like, yeah, let's not go and just...
Which is good though, but we did get a lot. We got a lot of the good things we wanted to get done that required nice weather outside. So
There we go. Yeah, so we went to Père Lachaise Cemetery, which is where Jim Morrison is buried, and Frédéric Chopin.
we did not do the Oscar Wilde.
We did not do Oscar Wilde because it was on the other side. It's a giant cemetery.
This place was ginormous.
Yeah, like Balzac is buried there, Oscar Wilde's buried there, Jim Morrison, Edith Piaf, Frédéric Chopin. 0 actually. Sadly, she told me before she was coming here she was not going to do any of that. And I was kind of disappointed because I was kind of hoping for Jacques Goldie to make an appearance here. But yeah, no, Père Lachaise is a huge cemetery, and it's all going upwards. Like it's a damn angle. It's literally like to get to Victor Noir. We literally had to walk up like very steep steps, then walk up like a steep pathway, take it, and they all have like street names. Like in the cemetery, like every street or like every path you take has its own street name.
Shit, yeah, girl. Don't you know it?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck me.
Oh, we had to stop a lot of times
I'm like, no,
Because-
I gotta stop.
because we both got winded, and it was just like, ugh, we've got to take a break. All right, let's go on from here.
Y'all guys don't understand. Like, they were like vertical state, like
Like no joke, they were very vertical steps.
like,
so-
you're just like, ew. Like it was,
Yeah.
it was a test.
Yeah.
And the whole time is there's tombs everywhere around you.
Yeah,
So
so
it's just like
so every so often you'll
bodies
find
on
like
top of bodies on top of bodies.
So every so often you're finding like a little path, but like in order to do it, you're like going through a tomb next to a tomb that's like literally this wide. That you're like, oh, excuse me, don't need to knock into your tomb here.
Yeah.
So you're. We would love to. Well, I say we, I say I would
I'd
love
like to
to.
visit the castle. I would do that. Well, I mean, when me and Cease and Kelly go to Ireland, we're gonna be looking for dudes, looking for castles.
I don't know what Amontillado is, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing yes.
Castles, dudes, and brews, but not real brews, like alcohol, like in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna storm all those castles.
Can you find me an Irish lady? I don't know what that is, Cease. I know who.
Brad, if you want to put a wig on, you can pretend to be a lady and try to crash the ladies' trip, but
you'll fail.
I think you'll fail. But I mean, I won't discourage you from trying. He's like, no.
Unless you want to pretend to be a lesbian. That would work. Because then when you're cruising for ladies there,
I'm not bringing you. You just want me to pack an Irish lady in a suitcase?
get into the suitcase.
I don't think it works like that, right? Irish ladies are. They
Trip to Arizona for what is it, baseball, booze, and booze.
awesome guys. Like, get back to work.
Yeah, Cease, I've never heard that story before.
Brad Goldie Chon, that's not what I'm asking for, and you know it.
No, it's fine. I mean, you're more literary than anyone else I know, so. All right. It's Edgar Allan Poe. I believe you, but I've never read the story and I don't know it. Sorry. Is it a beer? No, it's not. So I don't know it.
Come on, guys. It's drunk you. If it's not a comic, he ain't reading it.
Comic book or beer. I haven't drank it or I haven't read it.
He read The Hunger Games once, and I was shook.
I read all of the Hunger Games.
I was like, whoa, you actually read a book?
I read 3 books, thank you very much. Nope, sorry, I read 10 books. I read all of Harry Potter, and then I read all of Hunger Games. So there you go, 10 books right there. Bam.
This from the woman.
That has no less than 4 of my books. Yeah, exactly. This is what's the Hoff, not what's the book.
But I don't have them because I don't want to read them. I just never have time to read because I'm doing other things. But I did bring Triple Threat on the plane, and I think I'm going to read that because I'm not purchasing internet for the plane ride home because I couldn't even get to work right. So there's really no point. So I think I'm going to read Triple Threat. Unless you want me to save it and us read it together like we did Double. Up to you. Because I also brought Wicked. I also have 2 volumes of Wicked and Divine I have to get through.
So, something that's really cool.
And hello, Aaron.
Well, no, I was reading the bottom. Sorry, in case you weren't here earlier, the updated news is I broke my glasses last night. Oops, where is it? There it is. So I had to super glue them.
It was a heartbreaking moment on my stream, really.
Yeah. Goldie was streaming last night, and in case I haven't said it, hi Aaron. So as she was sitting there streaming, I'm sitting there on the bed drinking wine, and all of a sudden, like, rolled over, and I hear a crack, and I'm like, the hell? I look over, my glasses are in two.
His face. It was actually really funny.
Devastated. Absolutely devastated. No, I'm not going to put white tape on them because they wouldn't. Because of the way it was broken, it's uneven. Like it's like right here on it. Sorry, like right here. So it would not have pulled. So I had to go from supermarket to supermarket, asking them in French, which I've never had to do. Ask for super glue in French. So I was like, "Do you have glue?" And they're like, "What kind of glue?" I'm like,
what the fuck is this, Nicole? What the fuck did you do?
"What?"
The hell?
So it's actually super glue in French. I found out.
What the? You just decimated my face. Who are all these women? What the fuck is this?
What the hell?
What is this? What is this? Since the moment, it's art, baby. It's art. When Goldie was the side
John
bitch,
Jewel.
and yeah, okay. Because you're making fun of the fact that, like, if I were a king's mistress, that's the house that I would get. Okay. Now I remember. Like, they're all getting good houses. I'm getting the shack. Yeah.
So John, we're in Paris right now. We're at, because they were so nice to hand me a sticker here. It's Goutte D'Or. It's a Brasserie Goutte D'Or. It's a craft brewery out of Paris in the 18th arrondissement. So yeah, I've been checking this out here.
Here, take a coaster.
Yeah,
Sticker.
there's a coaster here as well.
Here, Neo, I'll send you a coaster. Maybe, if I feel like it.
And it has their website on the back here. BrasserieLaGoutte.com. Bière Cosmopolitan. But yeah, like they have 4 beers on tap, and then the bartender was really nice to also bring this over, which is Petit Pigalle. It's a table beer. We're gonna put it on your lesbian mobile. Wow.
I mean, it is pretty apt, Neo, because in a lot of your pictures, you kind of do look like a lesbian. So
Especially that younger faux hawk picture.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. God, he looked like a. God, he just looked like a giant.
And you drive a Subaru Forester. All right. Well, there you go, right there. Subaru Forester is a good car. I actually almost got one as my first car.
John, it's Neo Fletcher. Do you think that shit's a turbo?
But yeah, all the beers have been really, really good. Favorite for today?
Back to beer.
Ooh, that's really tough. I'd actually almost say the red one, or the red beer was my favorite. Yeah, we're not going to go to Disney, unfortunately. We don't really have time, and it would literally be one ride there, which is the Ratatouille ride.
because the haunted okay, so the main reason I wanted to go in the first place was because the haunted mansion ride in France is ridiculously more creepy.
Yes.
Because the one in America is like really family friendly.
Yeah.
But the one in France is like, it's supposed to be scary. And so, but I think it's it's temporarily closed.
Yeah, they're doing refurbishments on it right now, so we weren't able to do it. I have watched the video of it on YouTube.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Because at the end of the haunted mansion, you get to this part, and it's just like all the dancing ghosts, and they're just having a big graveyard dance party. The one in France, you get to the graveyard, and it's literally like this skeleton that's just like screaming at you with this skeleton dog that's like barking and falling off of the leash and lunging at you like it's going to attack your face. And then you like keep going, and it's just like all these freaking lights.
So, from watching the video, like
I could just imagine kids at Disney witnessing this, crying in fear, and it just brings joy to me, thinking of all the kids that are scared shitless, that would be scared shitless on this ride.
somewhat, yeah, exactly, John. I mean, from what I watched the video, like it's a lot more of like a mix between like the original like Haunted Mansion at like American Disney and like a horror house, like where it's like almost like things popping out at you. It's ridiculous of like what the difference is. Not a horror house, no.
Goldie is one sick
Horror
puppy.
house.
I did see a really cute puppy this morning, Cease.
Oh yeah.
It was this really cute little Pomeranian. It was so well behaved. And I just
the,
sat there and
at the-
talked to it for a little bit.
At the boulangerie, there was a little puppy that was just like hacking up phlegm or something. Who
It
knows?
was like, ah, ah.
Yeah, he was sitting there like,
I'm like
and its owner was just like ignoring it.
feeding it croissants and shit. Did you see
It did
what-
afterwards, yes.
I was like, Jesus.
Because Goldie was
Christ.
like talking to her, going like, "Hi, guy. Hi, how are you doing?" And she like looked over and was just like, gave a little bit of croissant to the dog, and the dog was like, and like all of a sudden like popped up and
No,
like
she
started.
wasn't mad that I was talking to the
No.
dog.
She was just like, "Oh, let's put on a quick show for these people." It really was like that. It was like, all right, let's feed the dog some croissant, and all of a sudden the dog's like tail got up and started waving. It was like, huh, I get more, right? Yeah, I love
I was just like, hi, Poppy, hi. That's my talk to animal voice.
it. It was a very cute dog.
I tried to do that with the goats and the sheep yesterday, but they weren't having it. The goats and the sheep did not want me touching them. They did not want me talking to them. I came up with it once, and the sheep just literally just backed away from it.
See, I pet the sheep and there was no problem. I pet him and it was just like, because it was like slightly rainy yesterday.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
when we were
they
at
were
the-
probably cold and miserable, and they just didn't want anyone talking to them. You need to talk French
I
to
did.
them.
I did.
Maybe that's it. They just didn't understand.
Yeah. Bye, Red. Thanks for joining.
So it's 9:53, so you should finish your beer
Yeah.
because they close at 10.
Yeah. It's,
And then we need to call up. We need to order an Uber.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap up here and on finit avec la petite picade. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up here and then head out quickly to go eat food here.
We may or may not stream again. We
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe I'll come back again tomorrow. But all right, so see y'all maybe
Thanks for
tomorrow.
hanging out.
Bye.
So what was she saying?